between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, what a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stand in the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And they only scored 7 points in their last game, and that's absolutely not going to cut it in the NFL because points, they have to be scored in order to win. They've got to find a way to generate some more offense.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds. 24 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback.
Come on,
to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 19 yards away. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff up the middle. Hunt.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Watson off play action. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. These two teams all tied after one. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is taken at the 23. A punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, and all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Watson on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
and the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
So now he's going to be outside.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
It's inside.
He's got it. Touchdown,
Come on,
Cincinnati.
man. What are y'all doing? Oh,
Jamar Chase
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
and the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Watson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He will find his man chase complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The final shot before the break. Watson running right through him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offensive points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down.
Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And again, it's Chubb. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Running for it. Here's Chubb.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Nick Chubb with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, That got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw, Watson.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here's Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation